With Fatal Fury City of the Wolves releasing in the next 2 to 3 months, and with hype being built up around the community and marketing, I'm sure City of the Wolves will become a success. With all the information we have gotten from SNK with this game, it leaves me thinking that there are some similarities between Capcom's Street Fighter 6 and SNK's Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. In today's video, I'll be discussing what both games have in common, but before we get into the video, if you want to see more fighting game content on this channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, as we are on the road to 2K subs. And without further ado, if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and jump into the video. One thing that is very important in gaming is having great graphics and visuals. Whether it's an RPG, a racing game, or even a fighting game, you want to make sure people enjoy looking at it and have some type of liking to the style of the game. For me, with fighting games, that's one of the most important things to have. Does the game have a unique style that can grab my attention? When we look at Street Fighter 6, we can see Capcom is going for a realistic look with the RE engine and trying to step away from the cartoon look that Street Fighter 4 and 5 had, as well as going back to the hip hop style that Street Fighter is always known for. When Capcom released the first gameplay trailer, you can see that the developers wanted to recreate the Third Strike feel but with a modern day vibe. The reception between fans was very positive since fans were speculating what the next Street Fighter would be like in the RE engine. Going to SNK's side, throughout the period from King of Fighters 14 to Samurai Showdown and King of Fighters 15, you can see the drastic changes to how SNK was one step closer to reaching their full potential with the Unreal Engine. This brings us to Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Seeing how SNK shocked the world by going for a comic book style to grab people's attention while also keeping the bright and colorful feel that SNK has always had in the older Fatal Fury games, fans including myself were hyped and wanting to see more of the game. We can also see how SNK has kept even the grunge rock aesthetic that was in Garou Mark of the Wolves through the versus screen and health bars. Both games stay true to what they're known for, and I think that's a great thing to see from Capcom and SNK. It's better to go back and keep the style of a series instead of changing it and stripping it from its identity. I think both companies did very well at keeping the style and expanding upon it in the modern day era. Next, I want to cover the single player modes of both games. Back during the early phases of Street Fighter 6, Capcom revealed that SF6 will be getting a full-on avatar story mode, which will be called World Tour. In this mode, players could customize their very own character, mix-match movesets from the SF6 roster, free roam around Metro City and do fun challenges, and also learn more about each character's story backgrounds, all in this mode. This left fans very excited to see what was next in the story of Street Fighter and what kinds of cool and crazy customizations people will come up with the avatar creation. The World Tour mode was created to appeal to people who aren't fond of just playing online. It gives something else to do instead of just playing ranked and casual games. In City of the Wolves, SNK revealed not only that the game will have an arcade mode, but we'll be getting an RPG mode as well, which is called Episodes of Southtown. Now in this mode, it's basically a mini version of World Tour, similar to what Street Fighter 6 has, but without a custom avatar. You'll be able to go around Southtown on a map and learn more about the story, characters, fighting NPCs to level up your character profile to most likely earn rewards, and discover many different references throughout the Fatal Fury series. This mode will also include mini games just like in Street Fighter. These games are supposed to be fun, and it helps beginners feel comfortable with motion inputs and the overall game system, as well as having something else to do in the game on the side. With all of the content that will be packed into this mode, I wouldn't be shocked if SNK kept updating the EOST mode to add more content throughout the game's lifespan every time a new character is released. Now on to the next topic. What's one of the main reasons why people love fighting games? It's the gameplay. Many people have their reasons for what they enjoy in the gameplay aspect of fighting games, whether it's movement, super hard combos, or even player expression. For me, I mainly care about movement and in-depth system mechanics. I always love mind games when it comes to meter management and figuring out if I could do something cool with the mechanics and pressure or a combo. And if we look at Street Fighter 6 and Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, both games are super in-depth and have amazing gameplay. The drive system is used in Street Fighter 6 and the rev system is used in City of the Wolves. The two games share similarities in their systems. For Street Fighter 6, the drive system is a 6-bar meter that contains numerous of things you can do with your character. You have drive impact, drive rush, parry, drive reversal, and your character's EX moves. All of these things are tied to the 6-bar meter system. If a player overuses these mechanics, they will enter a burnout state, which puts the player in a bad position. In this state, you will no longer have any access to the drive system until your meter returns to normal in full. The only way you can get out of this state is either you wait it out until the meter returns, or continue to fight it out with your opponent. The City of the Wolves rev system mainly works the same way. You have Rev Excel, Rev Guard, Rev Arts, which is your character's EX moves, and Rev Blow, which could be seen as this game's drive impact from Street Fighter 6. All of your rev moves will be tied to this one meter. If you overuse your rev meter, similar to the drive gauge, you will enter into an overheated state, locking you out from the different rev actions for a certain period of time. But the cool thing about overheat is that you don't have to just wait out and keep attacking your opponent for the meter to recover. You can gain your meter back faster by using Just Defend or Hyper Defend, which are the defensive mechanics in this game. Both games have similarities when it comes to how the meter management works. But another thing that is also very different with City of the Wolves is that you also have a SPG gauge at the top of your health bar. This mini bar can be set at the end, middle, or beginning of your health bar, and what this bar does is basically gives you access to Rev Blow. Once this bar is gone, you will no longer be able to use the Rev action until the next round. So you don't have to worry about someone randomly hitting Rev Blow every single second like in Street Fighter for drive impact. The last topic I want to cover is the marketing and collaborations that both companies have been doing for their games. Right now, we are headed into the final push towards the release of Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. We've been getting a lot of information and interviews, character themes, and an announcement of an open beta to test network functionality. One thing I can say with how SNK is promoting this game, it's been promoted in the best way compared to their past titles, in my opinion. If you've seen my past videos, you know that I have been covering how SNK wants to set up this game for the future of the company and their game IPs. When we look at the promotion with City of the Wolves, SNK has been cooking in every area. They've been doing public testings to get feedback from players and have also been releasing full developer matches to show off what high level play looks like. SNK has also shocked the world by collaborating with celebrities and sporting events to do promotion for the game, having Cristiano Ronaldo as well with boxing with many very well known boxers. Same goes for Street Fighter 6 before release. Capcom had famous rapper Lil Wayne promote the game through trailers and a special livestream event to push the game into its final phase before release. Capcom also marketed the game on WWE during a pay-per-view event to bring more eyes to the game and build up hype for it. It seems like both companies have the same marketing strategy by promoting the games on sporting platforms and having celebrities be part of it, which is a smart move and is interesting to me. And not to mention, both Capcom and SNK are finally collabing together once again after 20 plus years, with Chun-Li and Ken coming into City of the Wolves and Terry and Mai going into Street Fighter 6 as DLC. This collaboration had many people, including myself, believing that we could maybe see more cross promotions in the future between both companies, as well as with Capcom vs SNK 3, since it's also been teased and rumored throughout interviews. Overall, those are my thoughts when it comes to comparing both Street Fighter 6 and Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. I know I've said a good amount about the gameplay and other topics in this video, but the more I look at City of the Wolves, the more hype I get to see what happens in the future of SNK, and not just SNK, but also Capcom as well. In my opinion, it feels like SNK took some notes from Capcom and the future seems very bright for both companies. We know SNK has been paying close attention to modern fighting games and taking notes on what a fighting game should have in today's times, and it seems like they are on their way to making a really great product. Now, I want to know your thoughts. Do you see some similarities between both games, and if you do, how do you feel about it? that is all for today's video. If you want to see more fighting game content on this channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, as we're on the road to 2K subs. It's your boy EdoSaiyan. I see you guys next time. Take it easy, stay safe, love y'all, peace out.